There's Schlockmeister fans. Another review of my previous channel. We just saw Willard. Now it's time for Ben, the sequel. Let's check it out. Okay, our first few minutes of Ben actually show the last few minutes of Willard. Because this one's going to pick up right where that one left off, with Willard being chewed and killed by the rats. The little boy there, not the one who's screaming, is Danny. And his older sister on the left there is Meredith Baxter before she was Bernie. Cops are investigating the crime scene. Lots of rats. A lot of chaos with these rats. Another victim.
To start with, you could tell me what the hell you're hiding in that diary.
Hatfield, you won't believe it either.
Try me.
Willard Stiles trained thousands of intelligent rats.
You know how fast I can go. Now, come on, Danny. Alrighty.
So Danny, who has a heart condition, by the way, has a marionette puppet show. And he sings this dumb Start the Day song.
You've been asleep too long. Start the day and sing a happy song.
And Ben shows up. Now Ben is known by this point because the paper's got a hold of the name Ben. There's still thousands of other rats out there too, and they're still causing havoc.
Never had a rat friend before. Maybe he was Ben. Who's Ben? That's the name of the leader of the rats. Ben? The two of us need look no more.
Danny starts to sing Michael Jackson's song.
We've both found what we were looking for.
Now rats gotta eat, so they break into the grocery store and feast on some Rice Krispies and Post Toasties. They're great. When a security guard comes by, he sees the mess those rats have made. Looks like they're also eating Tide. He has befriended Ben.
I know you and your friends are hungry.
Danny gets harassed by a bully,
I will not.
but he sicks the rats on him.
Hey, they're biting me. They're biting me.
Later on, they take a visit to the hospital, where they terrorize the nurses and the ladies in the spa. Eventually, the rats move to the sewer, and
Wait for me, Ben.
Danny comes down and visits too. And they've started a huge colony down there. He goes to check on Danny one night. She freaks.
Oh no!
Unbeknownst to her, they're friends.
See?
Yeah.
Danny, those rats killed 3 people.
Back in the sewers, Danny heads out into the sewer.
Danny, no!
And of course, he decides to follow him down.
Ben, run, please. Please.
The city plans to flame them out of there. The rats, not even Danny. The extinguishing has begun. The rats got a little fight left in them. Dan and Eve manage to escape before the whole place goes to shit. So they burn the whole place up, and the rats are all gone as Michael Jackson sings, and Danny notices Ben escape.
You're the only friend I have. Love you, Ben.
All right, let's talk about Ben, the sequel to the movie Willard, which I reviewed a couple days ago. Probably best remembered as the song where Michael Jackson sang the theme, which is basically a love song to a rat. It was nominated for an Oscar, actually, if you can believe that, and I think it won a Golden Globe for Best Song. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it was also Michael Jackson's first solo hit. I think he was 14 at the time. Still a member of the Jackson 5, obviously. But anyway, this one actually literally picks up right where Willard left off. In fact, there's some overlap. The first 3, 4, 5 minutes of the film are actually his scenes from the previous film at the end, where Willard was chasing Ben around and the other rats, and he got killed at the end. When the police show up and everything, there's a commotion outside, obviously, and we are introduced to Danny, a little kid, and his older sister, Eve, played by Meredith Baxter. Danny has a heart condition. I guess he doesn't have a lot of friends, but he has marionette puppets. He always puts on puppet shows, and he sings that "Start the Day" song over and over in this film, and it sticks with you forever, damn it. Anyway, while he's playing with his puppets one day, a rat shows up. It turns out it's Ben. Now, Ben is known because Willard left some diaries, so we know that the leader of the rats was Ben, so he names it Ben, and it's Ben. It is Ben. So anyway, Ben and the other rats kind of take to Danny, and they also take to like attacking grocery stores and spas and hospitals too. They attack everybody, but not Danny. But when Danny gets attacked by a bully, Danny basically sicks the rats on the bully, and they bite his ankles and stuff. And then later on, he complains to the police about it, or the mother does, and Danny denies any involvement with sicking rats and him, of course. Joseph Campanella is one of the cops, and he is constantly questioning Danny. Well, rats end up moving to the sewers, and Danny goes down there and visits him. And then the city finds out that the rats are down there. They decide they're going to flush them out, or burn them out, I guess, with flamethrowers and whatever else they need to get rid of the rats once and for all. Danny goes down to the sewer to warn them. Then he gets caught down there, stuck in there. Eve goes and follows him. She gets caught down there, but eventually they get out just as the city's going in there and using flamethrowers to burn all the rats out of there. So the assumption at the end of the movie is that all the rats are dead, they're gone, and Danny's extremely upset back at home playing with his puppets. He's got a rat puppet, by the way. And then he sees Ben show up at the door. Ben is injured, a little bit bloody, but he's made it there, and Danny's basically going to nurse him back to health, and that's how our movie ends. Now, apparently there's supposed to be a third movie, but never came. They did do a remake of this movie they did a remake of Willard, actually, starring Crispin Glover. I think they came out around early 2000s, 2003 maybe. But yeah, there was a big gap, about 30 years between these two movies. So, but anyway, that's Ben. Again, if you like Willard, you're probably like Ben. And Ben is a little sillier, and the kid is goofy, but it's just a killer rat movie. What are you gonna do? that is what it is. Now, Scream Factory put out this nice Blu-ray here. They put Willard and Ben out at the same time, and I was very excited about those because these are movies that I needed. I had them on beta tapes, but I'd never actually they hadn't been on DVD before until they came out on this Blu-ray DVD combo. So that was kind of nice finally getting those. This has an audio commentary and interview with the actor Lee Montgomery, who played Danny in this movie. I think I watched that when I first reviewed this 5 years ago on my previous channel. But yeah, there you go. I ain't got much more to say about it. I think it's a decent film for what it is. Interestingly, I read that Roger Ebert hated this movie. Gene Siskel said it was pretty good. I guess it's somewhere in the middle. Check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about Ben. Watch it. Bye.